Hey, what is up guys? This is Harrison Barron, the Millennial Entrepreneur. Thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. Now, in this video, like I promised, I want to tell you guys how I help somebody get to several $100s a month on Patreon. And you guys are probably thinking, well, what's the secret sauce? Why would somebody want to watch this? And honestly, why would you give money to somebody on Patreon? Because, spoiler alert, that's what I did. I gave money to somebody on Patreon. But here's the craziest part. I made them several $100s, several $1,000s a year by giving them $1, right? $1 is all it took to help this person launch. You're probably thinking, how on earth does that even make sense? Well, let's get into it, shall we? So there was a gentleman by the name of Dan the Fireman on YouTube, and I happened to watch his stuff and I thought it was very interesting. Now, I watched Dan when he was this very small channel. I saw him grow from just a couple thousand subscribers to now his thriving channel, and I still continue to stay up to date whenever I can on his channel and watch it. And the reason why is I found a couple different things interesting. One, I have a motorcycle. I love riding a motorcycle, and I was consuming a ton of motorcycle content back in the day, and even still to this day, I still do consume quite a bit of motorcycle content. The other thing is we had something in common. He was a fireman, I'm a volunteer fireman up on Long Island. I thought that was really, really interesting, and I started following him, and time went on, and eventually he launched a Patreon. He had several thousand subscribers when he launched his Patreon, and nobody was giving him money. And it broke my heart because he put his time, blood, energy, sweat, tears into building his channel. He put a ton of time. He made really good content. He would fly a drone while he was riding his motorcycle, and he would, fix up his bike and make content videos about that. And it was really overall a really satisfying channel. But I couldn't help to think, why is nobody supporting him? So one day I said, you know what? I'm gonna give him some money. And at that time I was kind of broke. It was long before I started my business, and I really wasn't making any extra money, and I didn't have that much money to make. And somebody's probably thinking, dude, it's only $1. Why are you not giving him $1? Dude, I was trying to make ends meet, and I was super broke at the time. So I did what I could, and I gave him $1. And ultimately, what that allowed and what that did was give people permission. And ultimately, this is the same thing when it comes to business. If you're in business and you're looking to grow your business, you don't need a lot to start a business. You need one person with just $1 to support your business. You're probably thinking, Harrison, there's no business that's gonna start off $1. And you're right. Most businesses are not gonna start on $1. However, most businesses are gonna start on one vote of confidence from a consumer to the seller. Right? And that's ultimately what it was. He provided content. He had this following and stuff like that, and he was probably making some money from Google AdSense and some affiliate things and things like that, but nobody was supporting him through Patreon. And I really liked his content, and I said, you know what? For $1, why not give it to him? And that $1 was that vote of confidence that gave everybody else in his ecosystem the ability to say, you know what? I support you. And this is the exact same thing that I struggled with, and many people struggle with when they start a business. They start this business, and they really don't know what they're gonna do. They don't know what they're gonna do. They don't know what they're gonna sell. They don't even know if anybody's gonna buy it. But typically, when businesses get their first buyer, and I'm not saying they're gonna start a software company, things like that. I mean, they have a product that they're gonna sell, whether it's a service or a good or whatever it may be. They have something that's ready to sell, and somebody's ready to take money out of their pocket and hand it to them. Well, that's where the real value comes in, because that value, that perceived notion of a vote of confidence is extremely important. Because that means one person has taken their time, energy, effort, right? Money is typically equated to time, right? Their $1, and given it to that person as a vote of confidence. That lets everybody else know that, hey, this is somebody we should probably support or give money to, right? Or at least we know we can support him, right? You always remember in school, and you always, it was like the teacher was like, all right, I'm gonna call on somebody, and everybody was like super scared, even though that most people knew the answer. And then like one kid would put their hand up and shake and, I'll do it, and then they do it, and then everybody else is like, oh yeah, this, right? Exact same principle. It doesn't matter what you're selling. It's getting that first buyer to say, hey, you know what? I'm willing to take a leap of faith. I'm willing to give you my money or my time or whatever it is that you're exchanging in return for that value. So me, I provide a YouTube channel and you guys consume it, right? That's the monetary type thing. For this guy, it was literally, your first subscribers are the hardest. Even though your friends and family, they're not watching it. It's the first natural subscriber you get. Somebody that found you online, finds your content interesting, and ultimately gives you the vote of confidence saying you should smash that like button or hit that subscribe button so you never miss another update, right? Which is what I would really appreciate you do right now. If you found value in all of this, you should definitely smash the subscribe button and hit the like button, because that's helpful. But that's essentially what it is, right? Like, channels that don't have anybody, it's super hard for them to get their first people to subscribe, and first people that actually want to consume their content, not just friends and family hitting the subscribe button and walking away and never watching it. It's the people that actually come back time and time again and watch your content. That is their vote of confidence, and that's exactly what I did with this fine young gentleman, Dan the Fireman. Go check his channel out, it's pretty cool. And Dan, if you ever watch this video, I really hope that you leave a comment down below. I'd love to connect with you, because I was your first Patreon. Whether or not you remember that is nil at this point. But either way, Dan, keep crushing it on videos. Cheeto, thank you for intriguing me to fire up 2 videos tonight. I'm super excited about these. I normally don't get this fired up about it, but I think this is so incredibly important. This whole value, this whole giving a vote of confidence, and ultimately supporting somebody else, right? Like, hey, it might not be exactly what you want, but it's close enough and you're okay with it. If you guys watched my last video, I talk about cheeseburgers, right? Like, what makes somebody else's cheeseburger better than others? Getting those first people to buy your first initial cheeseburgers and say, this is good, or this is bad, or I like this, or I don't like this, is the most important thing for your business going forward. So with that said, I hope you guys continue to grow your business. If you're looking to start your business, or you're just starting your business, I wish you the best of luck. And if you need somebody to give you a vote of confidence, whether that's a couple dollars or anything like that, or you're looking to sell a product, by all means, let me know. I'd be happy to at least look at it to see if it provides value for me. And if it does, I'd be your first customer. Other than that, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. Heck, you could be laying in bed. Please don't tell me you're driving. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.